Hello citizens, this is my quick impression on the newly released demo of Twisted Tower, the upcoming game from Thomas Brush, a developer who makes great videos on game development in his popular YouTube channel. I've been following his contents for about a year and have been pretty interested in this game from his podcasts. Being a fan of Bioshock, I was pretty excited to play it, and I must say the demo did not disappoint. It nails the Bioshock aesthetic very well, but it also reminded me of Lies of P, Dark, and obviously Alice in Wonderland, all in best possible ways. I know it's still a work in progress, but I still want to mention some technical issues I found during my 47 minutes playthrough, which I hope would help the developers polish the game before the final release.
What the hell is this place?
The very first thing I noticed is this camera that's placed throughout the levels, which tracks you like a creep by panning its head. As you can see, the rotation pivot point of the camera body is a bit off and doesn't align properly with the tripod, which makes it kind of float when it rotates to a certain degree. I'm sure it's an easy fix, just wanted to point it out. The UI button prompts are all controller based, even though I was playing on keyboard and mouse. This was a bit annoying. The cutscenes have a very obvious and slightly jarring trigger point, which should be smoother. And the grappling hook sometimes attaches to the grappling points in weird glitchy ways. These are the only technical issues I found. These are obviously not criticisms, more like bug reports, so the developers can work on it before the final version. Now coming to my actual impression of the game. It's actually really good. Like I said, being a Bioshock lover, I loved the vibe of the game. I was able to use 3 weapons in the demo, a hammer, a pistol, and a Tommy gun. Every weapon, including the hammer, has a secondary fire, which you have to hold down to sort of wind up before you can shoot. This adds a little risk versus reward based tension during frantic encounters, and it felt very powerful when I could pull it off successfully. The weapons all play well. Melee and gun combat both feel fine, but I think overall the weapons feel a little too light. Making them feel a bit more weighty would be great, especially when the one-handed pistol and two-handed Tommy gun feel to be of the same weight when shooting. It feels a bit off. I really hope the developers work on this. Since it's a demo, I didn't pay much attention to the story, but it felt like Batman villains the Riddler and the Joker have been blended into one character who stalks you at the beginning of the game. It felt very intriguing, and the great art direction and reactive environments really set the mood. There are locked areas marked by X, which apparently would only open during your second playthrough, allowing you to have a different, newer experience when replaying the game. How different or newer these areas would be, I don't know, but I certainly appreciate this feature and look forward to experiencing it when the game launches. I absolutely like the idea of these buttons which rotate a whole area or alter an area in a significant way. I can see it opening up ways to implement very interesting level design ideas. You can get a grapple hook around the end of the demo, which you can attach to these points. Again, I can see it enabling interesting exploration options, so I'm really looking forward to see what the developers do with these features. I also like nice little touches like these, or the fact that enemies who shoot you from afar decide to conserve ammo and use their weapons to melee hit you when you're closer. Overall, I'm very impressed with the demo and certainly am intrigued to see how the final product shapes up. Even as just a demo, I think it's very well put together. It gives you a sense of the novel features the game brings with it, and in such a short time hooks you into wishlisting it, which I think is an indication of a successful demo campaign. I don't know when the full game is coming, but I definitely would be waiting for it.